morning, students. Okay, once again, welcome back in social science live class for standard 8. Okay, so as all of you knows that we were currently discussing on our history chapter 6, weavers, iron smelters and factory owners. Okay, and the topic that currently we are discussing is what? The decline of Indian textiles. Okay. So this is the topic that currently we are discussing for the last two live classes. Okay. So yesterday we have a discussion that due to the development of textile industry in England, how the textile industry in India faced the problem. Okay. So we have discussed the three bigger issues, how the Indian textile industry faced a problem. First, when the Indian textile industry has to face the competition from British textile industry in the continent of America, then in Europe and in Africa. Then the Indian textile industry has to face a competition in Britain also. It was a time when the British government increased the import duty. Import duty is what? The taxes. Okay. So it was a time when the British government has increased the import duty. Import duty means import करने पर जो tax था. Okay. So the tax was increased, because of which, because of this, what happens? The cost of Indian textile has increased in the market of Britain. When the price of Indian textile increased, large population in Britain was not able to afford the Indian textile. Okay, so the sale of the British textile increased because the British textile was machine made. Due to the manufacturing through machine, okay, the cost of the beta, just a minute, okay, I had an urgent call. Hello, okay. Hello. Right. अच्छा, तो उसमें अलवर्ट डालना है क्या? अच्छा, हाँ, ठीक है ना? मैं पापा 8 हो जाएगा, मैं बता देता हूँ, है ना? हाँ, वो okay, so that is what we have discussed, okay, till yesterday. Okay, so in this, the decline of Indian textile. So we have discussed that due to the stiff competition faced by the Indian textile industry from the British textile. Okay, तो जो ब्रिटिश टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री है उससे इंडियन टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री को जो कंपटीशन फेस करना पड़ा, उसके कारण क्या हुआ, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, है ना, number of weavers become unemployed. Okay, so how did the weavers survive, or what happens to the weavers and spinners who lost their livelihood? Okay, so after losing, okay, after losing their jobs, okay, so after losing their jobs in textile industry, after losing their jobs in textile industry, many weavers, okay, many weavers became agricultural laborer. Okay, so when number of weavers have lost their jobs, okay, because of facing the stiff competition with the Indian textile industry. जब इंडियन टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री से वीवर्स को बहुत ज्यादा स्टिफ कंपटीशन फेस करना पड़ा, तो क्या हुआ, these weavers became the agricultural laborers. ठीक है, आप कुल मिलाकर क्या है, now is it okay, is it visible enough, is it visible enough now, are you able to see the board? So after losing their jobs in textile industry, many weavers became agricultural labor. Okay, जो बहुत सारे weavers थे, what they do, they became the agricultural labor. ठीक है, उन लोगों ने क्या करना शुरू किया, खेती बाड़ी में काम ढूंढना शुरू कर दिया. ठीक है, got it? So there were a number of weavers who became the agricultural labor. Okay. Many weavers migrated to cities in search of jobs. ठीक है, बहुत सारे जो वीवर्स थे, they try to migrate to different towns and cities. ठीक है, तो वीवर्स जो थे वो कहां पर, टाउन्स और सिटीज में क्या करना शुरू कर दिए, माइग्रेट करना शुरू कर दिए. ओके, some of them in textile mills. Okay, some of these laborers got jobs in textile mills, which started coming. Okay, इनमें से जो बहुत सारे laborers थे, okay, the number of laborers choose to migrate to big towns and cities, okay, in search of job. Out of these many laborers who came into cities, some of them, that is some of the weavers, got jobs in textile mills which started coming. इनमें से कुछ जो laborers थे, few of the people got jobs in textile mills which started coming. Okay, so some of the textile mills have been established and number of laborers have joined these textile mills. Okay, so laborers started joining the textile mills. Got it? Some weavers moved into plantations especially in tea plantations of Assam. Okay, so some weavers moved into plantation. Okay, so the weavers who lost their jobs due to the stiff competition faced from the British textile industry. So the different ways were adopted by the weavers after losing the jobs in weaving industry. For example, some of the weavers after losing the jobs in textile industry, they became agricultural labor. Okay, so they have chosen to work in agriculture. Some of the laborers took, okay, other initiatives. What they did, they migrated to cities in search of jobs. Okay, they migrated to cities in search of jobs. Some of them got jobs in textile mills which started coming. Okay, some of these laborers got jobs in textile mills which started coming. So when the laborers migrated to big towns and cities like Ahmedabad, Kanpur or Mumbai, in these towns and cities, some of the Indian businessmen started setting up cotton textile mills. Okay, so these laborers, when they migrated, some of these laborers got jobs in textile mills which started coming. Okay, while other who were not able to got the job in these textile mills, they have taken up the other small occupations. Okay, for example, some of them started their hotels, or some might be started working as a laborer in different field. Okay, some weavers moved into plantation. Some of the weavers moved into plantations, especially in tea plantations of Assam. So plantations are basically a type of agriculture in which a permanent crop is being sown and it is continuously grown on the same land. Okay, so when the weavers became unemployed, they tried to cope up the conditions by adopting different occupations. Okay, so some of the weavers went into plantation. Okay, especially in which plantations? Tea plantations of Assam. Okay, number of weavers got an opportunity okay, number of weavers got an opportunity. So number of weavers got an opportunity to go abroad in the continent of America or Africa. Okay, some of the weavers who are comparatively lucky enough. Okay, so what they did, they got an opportunity to go abroad in the continent of America and Africa. Again, in the same plantation work. The reason is, during that time, apart from India, the European countries have their colonies in different parts of the world, especially in the continent of America and Africa. Okay, in these continents, the European people required large number of laborers. Okay, the native of America and Africa. Native means basically the people who are the original inhabitant of these continents. Okay, the tribal people of these continents, America and Africa. Okay, they did not want to do work as a labor in the plantations. Because of that, the European countries required the laborers from the Indian subcontinent. So at that time, okay, during 18th century or during 19th century, there were number of companies who were busy for the recruitment of the laborers for these countries. Okay, so at that time there were a number of companies who were giving the jobs to the Indians, okay, to work in the plantation in these continents. Okay, so there were some weavers who got an opportunity to get the job in the plantations of these continents, America and Africa. Okay, and they went to these part of the world to get the job. Okay. So this is what the solution that the weavers got when they lost the job. Okay, so just I am repeating these 4 points and then we'll proceed to the next topic for today. Okay, so after losing their jobs in textile industry, many weavers became agricultural laborers. Okay, so number of weavers, okay, became the agricultural laborer within their own villages. Okay, they lost the job. Now they were not able to weave the textile anymore. So what they did, okay, they became the agricultural laborers. While some weavers were a little bit intelligent, or maybe they have taken some risk. So instead of continuing their living within the village, what they did, they tried to find out the jobs in other parts. So some of the weavers migrated to cities in search of jobs. Okay, some of these laborers got jobs in textile mills which started coming, okay, in these big towns and cities like Ahmedabad, Kanpur, Mumbai, okay, and many other big towns and cities. With the help of the British government, the Indian businessmen started establishing the cotton mills. Okay, so some of these weavers got job in the textile mills which started coming up. Some weavers moved into plantation, especially in tea plantations of Assam. Some of the weavers got the jobs in the tea plantation of Assam. Some other weavers who are comparatively little bit, we can say, more lucky. Okay, so what they did, they came into the contact of those people or those companies who were recruiting the laborer to work in other part of the world. Okay, so number of weavers got an opportunity to go abroad. Abroad means foreign countries. Okay, how that they came into the contact of the recruiting companies. Okay, जैसे हमारे यहाँ कंपनी में contract laborers are there ना, so the contractor do the recruitment in its village, and from its village he brought these laborers to work into Ambuja Cement Company. So same was, okay, the work done by those companies that time. So those companies were also working as a contractor. They did the recruitment in India, okay, about the required laborers, and under the control of these contractors, the Indian laborers were sent to the different parts of the world. So some of the people got opportunity to go abroad in the continent of America and Africa, and this is how the weavers or the other people who were earlier engaged in textile manufacturing were able to, okay, survive their living. Okay, so those who lost the job in the textile industry, they got jobs in different ways, and anyhow they survive themselves. Okay, so that is all about this particular topic, the decline of Indian textile. Okay, so now we are coming on to the next topic of our chapter. Okay, so just let me rub this line so that we will start with the next topic in this chapter. The next topic that we are having, okay, according to our textbook or the chapter, the next topic is cotton mills come up. Okay, now in this particular topic, what we are going to discuss, okay, we are going to discuss that how the factory based, machine based production of textile started in India. Okay, as we have discussed, okay, earlier, that in India the process of textile production took place with the help of handloom. Okay, so in India during, okay, up to 19th century in India, textile was produced on handloom. Handloom means the human power. Got it? And in England, that is in Britain, okay, the entrepreneurs, the technicians developed to do the production of textiles with the help of machines. Okay, so when the machine-based production of textiles started, and all the process, which process is ginning, okay, then after spinning and weaving. So when 3 or 4 processes of the textile making come onto, okay, in a same premises, then that is known as what? Cotton mill. ठीक है, जब टेक्सटाइल प्रोडक्शन की 3 या 4 प्रोसेस एक साथ एक ही प्रेमाइसेस में, एक ही फैक्ट्री एरिया में स्टार्ट हुई, then that type of setup is known as what? Cotton mill. Earlier what happens? Ginning of the raw cotton took place at one location. From there, the cotton reached to the another place. At that place, the spinners spin the yarn. ठीक है? तो एक जगह पर क्या होता था? जिनिंग प्रोसेस होती थी, रॉ कॉटन में से बीज निकाल करके ओनली फाइबर बनाया जाएगा, फिर वो फाइबर किसी दूसरी जगह पर जाएगा. एट दैट प्लेस, ओके, द स्पिनर्स स्पिन द थ्रेड. स्पिनर वहां पर क्या करेंगे? फिर थ्रेड बनाएंगे, धागा बनाएंगे. धागा बनाने के बाद में क्या होगा? देन दैट थ्रेड रीच टू द अनदर लोकेशन, okay, where the weavers weave the cloth. Okay, so cotton mill is a type of setup. Cotton mill वो setup था where all these activities took place. Cotton mill is a setup where all these activities took place at one place. कॉटन मिल्स में क्या था बेटा? ये सारी की सारी एक्टिविटीज कहां पर होगी? एक ही जगह पर होगी. तो बहुत बड़ा प्लांट एस्टैब्लिश किया. उसी प्लांट में जिनिंग भी हो रहा था एक जगह पर. उसी प्लांट के दूसरे शेड में क्या स्पिनिंग प्रोसेस हो रही थी. स्पिनिंग से वो धागा निकल करके कहां गया? उसी प्लांट सेटअप के दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट में गया. वहां पर उसी धागे से क्या बनना शुरू हुआ? टेक्सटाइल. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट द स्पिनिंग, वीविंग, जीनिंग. नंबर ऑफ एक्टिविटीज इन द टेक्सटाइल प्रोडक्शन टुक प्लेस एट अ वन सिंगल लोकेशन. सो दैट इज नोन एज व्हाट? कॉटन मिल्स. गॉट इट? नाउ दिस सिस्टम ऑफ कॉटन मिल was first established in England. Got it? And a type of cotton mill was established first in a city named as Manchester in England. Which city? Manchester. Okay, so Manchester, which is in which country, beta? England. Okay, so during the 17th century, the first cotton mill was established in Manchester in England. At that time, in India, the textile was produced in handlooms. जिस समय पर इंग्लैंड में, मैनचेस्टर में कॉटन मिल प्रॉपरली एस्टेब्लिश हो चुका था, at the same time in India the textile was still produced on handloom. Got it? Now after a period of 150 years or 200 years. The same technology started coming up in India. Okay, so that is what the cotton mill come up. Okay, in this one, what we are going to basically discuss, that how the starting of cotton mills in India affect the weavers who were producing टेक्सटाइल इन हैंडलूम. ठीक है, जब इंडिया में ही कॉटन मिल्स एस्टेब्लिश होना शुरू हुआ तो हाउ डिड इट अफेक्ट द पीपल. ठीक है, उसने लोगों को किस तरीके से अफेक्ट करना शुरू. बेटा, इट इज नॉट मंचूरियन, इट इज मैनचेस्टर. ओके, हियर it is Manchester, beta. It is not Manchurian. Be careful while commenting. Okay. So, the first cotton mill in India, the first cotton mill in India was established, okay, so the first cotton mill in India was established in Bombay. Okay, today it is called as Mumbai, but at that time the city was known as Bombay. So the first cotton mill in India was established in Bombay in 1854. So in which year the first cotton textile mill was established in Bombay? It was established, okay, it was established in which year? 1854. Got it? Okay, now why the mill was established in Bombay? The reason was Bombay was the major center. Bombay was the major center of export and import. Okay, why it happens that the cotton textile mills started coming up in Bombay first? The reason is Bombay was the major center of export and import for British in India. Okay, so Bombay was a major center of export and import for British in India. Because of that, when the first cotton textile mill was set up, the British tried that it was set up in Bombay so that it would be easier for the Britishers to import any machinery. Okay, it was easier for the British to import any machinery for the textile mill. At the same time, it would also be easier for the British to export the prepared textile. Okay, Bombay was also the second bigger thing, the second important thing due to which the cotton textile mills established in Bombay is what? Bombay is very near to cotton producing areas. Okay, Bombay is very near to cotton producing areas of Gujarat, Maharashtra and Karnataka. Okay. So why the cotton mills started first establishing in and around Mumbai? Okay, the reason is what? Bombay was a major center of export and import for British in India. So if the cotton textile mill is established in Beta, please, okay, no personal comment on this live chat, okay? Got it? You do everything on WhatsApp, okay? So no comment other than related to studies. So Bombay was a major center of export and import for British in India. Because of that, they, okay, encouraged to establish the cotton mills in and around Mumbai. The second important reason is what? Mumbai is very near to cotton producing areas of Gujarat, Maharashtra and Karnataka. Okay, because of this particular reason, it was easier for the cotton mills. Okay, it was easier for the cotton mills to get the raw material. And what is the raw material for the cotton industry? Cotton. ओके सो जहां पर कॉटन की सबसे ज्यादा खेती होती है, एग्रीकल्चर होता है, the industry was established in that locality, due to which it was easier for the cotton mills to get the cotton at cheap rate because the transportation cost would be less. Okay, so because of all these things, the supply of raw material was comparatively cheaper. Okay, so the first cotton mill was established in Bombay in 1854, and within a period of 46 years only. Okay, within a period of 46 years only, by 1900, around 84 cotton mills were operated around 84 cotton mills were operated in Mumbai. Now, what does it mean? Every year, है ना? If we calculate from 54 up to 1900, it is around 46 years. Within 46 years, how many cotton mills were started operating? 84. It means every day, on an average, around 2 cotton mills increased in Mumbai. Okay, with the comparative speed of that time, उस जमाने की स्पीड के हिसाब से it was a very fast progress. उस जमाने में काम की जो स्पीड थी, मशीन्स तो थी नहीं, everything has to be done by the human being. तो उस जमाने में बिल्डिंग बनाने की जो स्पीड थी वो बहुत कम थी, तो उसके कंपैरिजन में भी कंसीडर किया जाए. So establishing 84 cotton mills in 46 years was a very fast speed. Okay, उस जमाने के हिसाब से वो स्पीड कैसी थी? बहुत फास्ट थी. लगभग हर साल 2 नई कॉटन मिल्स ऑन एन एवरेज कहां पर एस्टेब्लिश हो रही थी? बॉम्बे में. ओके, many of these, okay, many cotton mills in Bombay. Many cotton mills in Bombay were established by, okay, many cotton mills in Bombay were established by the Parsi, Gujarati and Marwadi businessmen. Okay, these cotton mills which were established in Bombay. Okay, these cotton mills. What is the history behind the name changing of Bombay to Mumbai? Beta, just after some time, okay, let me complete this particular, okay, then I will answer your question, okay, Sandhya? Well, so many cotton mills in Bombay were established by the Parsi businessmen, Gujarati businessmen, and Marwadi businessmen. Okay, now these businessmen earn their money. अभी ये जो कॉटन मिल्स है ना 1854 से लेकर 1900 तक अराउंड हाउ मेनी कॉटन मिल्स वर एस्टैब्लिश्ड 84. ये जो 84 कॉटन मिल्स एस्टैब्लिश हुई थी, गॉट इट, ये जो 84 कॉटन मिल्स एस्टैब्लिश हुई, मोस्ट ऑफ दीज कॉटन मिल्स were established by the Parsi businessman, Gujarati businessman and the Marwadi businessmen. Okay, these businessmen earned a lot of money while trading with China. ठीक है, जो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट थी, कौन सी गवर्नमेंट? ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट. ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट कोलकाता मुंबई पोर्ट के जरिए, मुंबई पोर्ट और कोलकाता पोर्ट के जरिए ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट चाइना के साथ में क्या करती थी? बिजनेस करती थी. ठीक है, फ्रॉम चाइना ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी परचेज टी एज वेल एज सिल्क मटेरियल. ठीक है, चाइना से ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट क्या परचेज करके लाती थी? टी और सिल्क मटेरियल. ठीक, अब इस पूरे बिजनेस में जो इंडियन बिजनेसमैन थे, कौन से? पारसी, गुजराती और मारवाड़ी. These businessmen established their own shipping companies. इन बिजनेसमैन ने बड़े बड़े जहाज बनवाए, बड़ी बड़ी शिपिंग कंपनीज एस्टैब्लिश करी. ठीक है, और जो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट चाइना से जब बिजनेस करती थी तो वो पूरे बिजनेस में ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का काम किसको मिल गया? द पारसी बिजनेसमैन, गुजराती एंड मारवाड़ी. ठीक है, ये जो पारसी बिजनेसमैन थे, गुजराती थे, मारवाड़ी बिजनेसमैन थे, इन्होंने मुंबई पोर्ट और कोलकाता पोर्ट दोनों पोर्ट में अपनी शिपिंग कंपनीज एस्टेब्लिश करी और इस पूरे बिजनेस में दे गॉट द अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. तो उस ट्रांसपोर्टेशन बिजनेस के जरिए उन्होंने बहुत सारा पैसा कमाया और धीरे धीरे वो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन करने के साथ साथ दे आल्सो स्टार्टेड डूइंग बिजनेस विद चाइना. पहले ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के बहाने बिजनेस सीख लिया, फिर चाइना के साथ जो बिजनेस ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी करती थी वही बिजनेस किसने स्टार्ट किया? बिजनेस स्टार्टेड बाय दीस बिजनेसमैन. सो थ्रू दिस चाइना ट्रेड, by doing business with China, these people, the Parsi, Gujarati and Marwadi earned a lot of income, okay, from 30 to 50 years back. So they become prosperous. So when they got the technology for establishing the cotton mills, इनके पास बहुत सारी पूंजी और पैसा इकट्ठा हुआ. धीरे धीरे इनके कांटेक्ट ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के साथ एंड ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट के साथ they have developed a very good contact. Okay, so when they got the technology, they spend their income, they spend their money for establishing the cotton mills in Bombay. ठीक है, तो वो जो पैसा इन बिजनेसमैन ने कहां से कमाया था? चाइना के साथ बिजनेस करके कमाया था। उस पैसे को इन्होंने किसके लिए यूज किया? कॉटन मिल एस्टेब्लिश करने के लिए यूज किया। ओके, नाउ जस्ट लास्ट क्वेश्चन संध्या, you have asked what was historic reason for changing the name of city of Bombay to Mumbai. Well, Mumbai is situated, okay, on the seashore of Arabian Sea. Okay, so it is situated on islands. Got it? So on one of the island they have a local DP. Okay, एक आइलैंड पर एक लोकल देवी थी, दुर्गा बोलते हैं ना, दुर्गा जी, इनके जो अवतार वगैरह होते हैं। ओके, सो वहां पर जो लोकल के आदिवासी थे वो एक देवी के स्वरूप को पूजा करते थे। गॉट इट? और उस देवी के स्वरूप को, देवी को क्या बोला जाता है? मुंबा देवी। व्हाट दे कॉल इट? मुंबा देवी। ठीक है, सो वहां के जो ओरिजिनल पॉपुलेशन है मुंबई की, अभी तो बहुत सारे लोग जाके बस गए, गुजराती बस गए, पारसी बस गए, है ना, लगभग पूरे हिंदुस्तान के लोग आज के तारीख में मुंबई में जाकर के बस चुके हैं। परंतु मुंबई एज ए पोर्ट डेवलप होने से पहले जो वहां पर लोकल पॉपुलेशन रहती थी, ठीक है, उन लोकल पॉपुलेशन की एक देवी है ना, जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना दुर्गा माँ, तो इस टाइप की देवी वहां पर वो लोग पूजते थे, एंड दैट इज नोन एज व्हाट? मुंबा देवी। सो फ्रॉम मुंबा देवी they have named Mumbai. Got it? So for today this is enough, and now we are going to wind up the session. Today we have already have a class of more than 50 minutes. Okay, so whatever the doubts you will be having, okay, please write down in your notebook, rough notebook. So when tomorrow we'll be conducting the live sessions, you can ask the doubts. Okay, and tomorrow we'll continue with the same topic and we'll discuss some more features which are being given in our syllabus. Okay, so thank you students, goodbye.